A shadow stretches long beneath the streetlight. Each footstep carries every hour I spent. The bag strap digs a canyon in my shoulder. I finally stop at the corner of my street. I've been standing here a while at this doorstep. Why does it take so long to reach the key? Beyond this door, an empty room awaits. I wonder if the silence will be kind. One breath out slow, my fingers find the key inside my coat. Standing at the door, the day is done. The dust upon my shoes can tell the tale. How far I walked, how long I held it in behind this lock. My own time can begin. Standing at the door, the day is done. It's time to lay the heavy things aside. A neighbor's window glows a single shade. Somewhere close, the smell of dinner drifts. But I'm still here, rewinding all the frames of everything that happened since the dawn. The words I swallowed in that meeting room still burn like embers sitting in my throat. The smile I wore while saying I was fine collapsed in pieces on the walk back home. But still, I made it here somehow. Let me open up this door for me. Standing at the door, the day is done. A letter waits beyond the lock for me. Unwritten words that only I can say are calling from the desk beneath the lamp. Standing at the door, the day is done. It's time to lay the heavy things aside. At the door of bread, the tiny sound of turning this old key is like a period at the sentence end. This creaky door has seen 100 nights, and still it opens wide to welcome me. Standing at the door, the day is done. The darkened hallway feels like an embrace. I slip my shoes off, set the bag on down, and finally return to who I am. Standing at the door, the day is done. Now I'll walk inside and take it slow. Opening the door, walking in slowly. noise goes quiet, I stand still and let one long breath go. The things that held me captive all day long were living right inside these leather shoes. I peel them off from heel to toe in silence. The rigid world becomes a softer place. Cold hardwood meets the bottom of my socks, and that chill is what makes this moment real. The day unravels from my tired feet. This little ritual brings me back to me. The moment I take off my shoes is all I need. The tightly wound up day drops to the floor. This hallway barefoot is the only ground that's truly mine and no one else's now. The moment I take off my shoes is all I need. I'll tuck the heavy hours inside the rack. I catch my eyes while passing by the mirror. The tired face that stares is really mine. I loosen up the collar and the front. The daytime me begins to fade away. A single light I leave on by the window. I curl my toes into the woven rug. A night where nothing needs to be achieved. That freedom seeps in gently like a breath. The version that I never showed outside, that's who I am for real tonight. The moment I take off my shoes is all I need. The business cards can wait until the dawn. Tonight I have no title and no role, just me existing in this quiet room. The moment I take off my shoes is all I need. I'll tuck the heavy hours inside the rack. Setting down it all. Someone pours a glass of wine, someone else turns on a song, but I just stand here on the bare cold floor and reach for pen and paper on the desk. The moment I take off my shoes is all I need. The hardwood floor against my tired soles is whispering you made it through the day, and thank you for this place that I call home. The moment I take off my shoes is all I need. Now I'll walk toward the unlit room. Barefoot walking slow. drawing long and narrow shades across the room. I lean against the far end of the couch, and things unseen in daylight start to show. A tiny stain upon the ceiling tile. This room is just as tired as I am. You cannot lie inside the dark. That's why this hour feels like home. Sitting in the unlit room, I finally come undone. The cheeks that ached from smiling start to rest. The shoulders held so rigid start to ease. My breath returns to something deep and slow. Sitting in the unlit room, I finally come undone. And here at least it's fine to not be strong. The fridge light briefly floods the hallway gold. I drink a glass of water and return. The things I left this morning on the table were faithfully still waiting here for me. One empty cup, a sheet of cream tone paper, a fountain pen, its cap still open wide. I nearly forgot I meant to write this morning. The words I couldn't finish linger here. The street lamp draws a yellow line on glass, and I am sitting right inside that glow. Sitting in the unlit room, I finally come undone. Where no one sees, I press my lips and hold. Where no one hears, I let the long sigh go. That's how the next line finally gets written. Sitting in the unlit room, I finally come undone. And here at least it's fine to not be strong. Inside the dark, a breath. The desk lamp waits within my arm's reach. A single switch is all it takes to press. This darkness turns to warm and amber gold. Could I begin the letter once again? Sitting in the unlit room, I finally come undone. This darkness will not last the whole night through. One desk lamp is more than enough tonight. Beneath its glow, I'll bring my story out. Sitting in the unlit room, I finally come undone. Maybe now I'll turn the lamplight on. The light comes on. The letter on the table reappears. I switch the lamp on, and the first thing that I see is the coffee cup I left here in the dawn. A ring of brown dried perfectly inside. The day itself has hardened on the rim. I was too rushed to even drink it all. One sip remaining as I scrambled out the door. The warmth it held has long since disappeared. This cup alone has waited here all day. Inside the quiet cup, the morning still remains. I read today inside the things gone cold. One empty coffee cup sits on the table still. The morning me and nighttime me sit face to face. We live such different hours at this very desk, and yet the cup alone stayed where it was. One empty coffee cup sits on the table still. The final proof of one more empty day. The fountain pen beside it seems to speak, asking, don't you wanna write tonight? A drop of ink had bled into the page, a starting point. My morning self left here. What was it that I meant to say back then? A fleeting thought before the daily race. But now I'm back, returning to this chair. That feeling's grown a little sharper now. I think I'll brew a fresh cup once again. This time I'll drink it all the way down. One empty coffee cup sits on the table still. I'll rinse it clean and set the kettle on. When gentle steam begins to rise again, it feels like morning me is comforting the night. One empty coffee cup sits on the table still. The final proof of one more empty day. One cup alone. When coffee fills the cup a second time, the steam will drift above the letter page. A warmth like breath to soften up the ink. Perhaps I'll find the courage for line one. One empty coffee cup sits on the table still. But now the steam is slowly rising fresh. Between the scent I pull the letter close, and finally today begins to close. One empty coffee cup sits on the table still. When the cup grows warm, so do I. Steam rising up. feel how heavy it all was. The warmth slides down along my tired throat and melts the things I held inside all day. I must have said I'm fine 24 times. I put the phone down, folded up the smile. Inside the elevator, stared up at the lights. I only breathe when I step past the doors. Inside this room, it's safe to just be real and say that it was hard today. Today was a little hard, and that's the whole of it. No great disaster, nothing worth the name, but small things stacked and stacked until they rose and pushed my shoulders to the very floor. Today was a little hard, and that's the whole of it. Admitting it is what makes the load more light. Nobody noticed, this is all quite small. One more report, one meeting isn't much, but sometimes that one thing becomes a mountain, and I had run completely out of strength. I wrote one line upon the letter page. Today was hard and nothing else would come. I set the pen down and the ink began to spread. That single line looked bigger than my heart. I breathe out slow and watch my shoulders drop, and only then do certain things appear. Today was a little hard, and that's the whole of it. It took the whole day just to write this line. I don't yet know to whom this letter goes, but writing it has brought my breathing back. Today was a little hard, and that's the whole of it. Admitting it is what makes the load more light. It was hard, but it's okay. Tomorrow might be easier or not, that's a question for tomorrow's hands to hold. For tonight, the single line will do. The breeze list, the letter page beside the window. Today was a little hard, and that's the whole of it. But still, I have a place to come back to. A cup of warmth, a single lamp still on, and also an unfinished letter here. Today was a little hard, and that's the whole of it. But you know, there's more I couldn't say. The things I couldn't say still remaining here. Behind the meeting door, I swallowed down a word. I think that might not be the way. I rolled it on my tongue, then pushed it past my throat. That sentence followed me into the night. At lunch I sat alone, and and almost turned to say to the colleague at the table next to mine, "Are you doing alright lately too?" I put my fork down and just smiled instead. The things I couldn't say keep piling in my chest. They're waiting to become a letter soon. Things I couldn't say grow sharper after dark. The single phrase that felt so small by day expands to fill an entire room at night, until my breath begins to feel too thin. Things I couldn't say grow sharper after dark, and that's exactly why I need to write. When my mother called and asked me how I've been, I answered, "I'm just fine," without a pause. That single line was today's biggest lie. I hung up quick, afraid my voice might shake. I sit beside the window watching lights. That street lamp too just stands there without words. Some people pass and others stop a while. The lamp just shines on everything the same. I wanted to be someone like that light, but even that was difficult today. Things I couldn't say grow sharper after dark. My mother's voice still echoes through the phone, circling round and round inside my ears. I need to move those words onto the page. Things I couldn't say grow sharper after dark, and that's exactly why I need to write. And spoken down, if I write them down, will they become real words? What couldn't leave my lips might leave my hands. I know the answer when I take the pen. The ink might speak the things I never could. Things I couldn't say grow sharper after dark. But in this room there is no one to hear, and that's precisely why the truth comes out upon this paper. Is the only place I speak. Things I couldn't say grow sharper after dark. Now I'll reach for the pen, reaching for the pen. I twist the brass cap off so carefully. The scent of ink unfolds into the air. Can this one small and slender instrument build a bridge between the world and me? A bead of ink hangs on the tip and waits one drop that weighs much heavier than it seems. The moment that it touches down on paper, something else inside me settles too. Steady up my breath and ease my grip. The trembling transforms into written lines. When I pick up the pen, my heart begins to ready. I haven't even written one word yet, but already something feels like it unlocked. The ink decides to be brave on my behalf. When I pick up the pen, my heart begins to ready. The first line of a letter always shakes. When I was young, I wrote down anything, even nothing. Days were treasures on the page. But grown-up me can barely write a line. The heart is full, the hand just won't keep pace. The lavender drifts gently through the air. The coffee steam floats softly past the ink. This little study turns into a booth where confessions happen no one else will hear. A breeze arrives and passes by the glass. The letter page lifts gently, then lies flat. When I pick up the pen, my heart begins to ready. The moment that the nib first meets the grain, a scratching sound so small begins to hum, and silence finally finds a shape in words. When I pick up the pen, my heart begins to ready. The first line of a letter always shakes. The nib meets the page. It doesn't have to be a perfect draft. The spelling wrong, the grammar out of place. This letter might not even get sent out. Just writing it is more than quite enough. When I pick up the pen, my heart begins to ready. Should I start with today or start with I? Whatever the first line, the rest will follow through before the ink can dry. The next line comes alive. When I pick up the pen, my heart begins to ready. Alright, let me write the opening line. The first line is always hard, but still I write. The fountain pen hangs still above the page, 1 centimeter between the nib and grain. Beneath that gap, the things I wanna say are standing in a line and holding breath. Should I begin with hello or you know? Today perhaps, or maybe truth be told, my mind has reached the 3rd paragraph already, but my hand can't find the opening word. They say the start's the hardest part of all. Whoever said that really got it right. The first line is always hard, the second follows through. But that first phrase can't seem to leave my lips. The paper seems to wait for me in patience. Take your time, it whispers, come when ready. The first line is always hard, the second follows through. Because once I start, I won't be able to stop. The coffee's cooling, steam is growing thin. The ticking clock is all that fills the room. Each time the scent of lavender arrives, a little bit of courage starts to build. If I could just set ink on grain, I'd be fine. No need for any perfectly shaved phrase. But strangely, when I think someone will read it, a single letter weighs 1,000 tons. Just write it, just begin right now. Spelling errors, I can fix them later. The first line is always hard, the second follows through. If I put the pen down, it resets to the start. I close my eyes, I take one deeper breath and let my hand go wherever it might lead. The first line is always hard, the second follows through. Because once I start, I won't be able to stop. First line just right. The nib has touched the paper now. A scratching sound, the ink begins to spread. I wrote, the truth is as my opening. My hand is shaking, but it will not stop. The first line is always hard, but once the writing starts, the second, third, and fourth come rushing in. When ink begins to run across the page, my hand becomes more honest than my heart. The first line is always hard, but once the writing starts, the truth is, there was something I should say. The truth is, I was. Oh, I wrote, the truth is, and my hand began to shake. I never knew one phrase could weigh this much. In front of others, I always wore my armor, but on this page, I'm trying to be real. Each morning, I rehearse before the mirror. A steady face, a voice that wouldn't crack. But when the night arrives, the armor melts away. The me inside the glass just stares right back. To write the words I'm scared upon this page takes more courage than I thought it would. To be honest, I was scared, and now that it's been said, the stones that piled inside my chest roll free. There are nights when being less than perfect is allowed, when being weak does not mean falling down. To be honest, I was scared, and now that it's been said, this letter feels like arms around my frame. Tomorrow's presentation had me trembling in my seat. I couldn't bring myself to point out someone's fault. Beneath a monsoon rain of tasks that never stopped, I smiled and kept on, drowning all the same. And now that it's all written, the ink is running low. With every line my breathing finds its way. Whether someone reads this letter or they don't, the act of writing it has changed me all the same. A breeze arrives and passes through the glass. The corner of the letter gently sways. To be honest, I was scared tomorrow will be too. But if tonight I set it on this page, then future me might pull it from the drawer and feel a little less alone that day. To be honest, I was scared tomorrow will be too. But still, I'm grateful that the pen could move. I was scared, and yet to leave your weakness written on a page is a gift addressed to your future self. You were scared back then, but you were fine. Remember, that single line might be the one that saves. To be honest, I was scared. This confession is a letter that will rest inside a quiet desk drawer. Someday I'll read it back and gently smile and say, oh, I went through this back then too. Oh, to be honest, I was scared. This confession is a letter. Now I'm ready to turn the page. Turning the page. The letter is filling up. La-da-da-da-da. I wonder who this letter is addressed to. Perhaps I'm writing to no one but myself. I spent the day running for everyone else. At night I owe myself at least one line. Beneath the desk lamp, the scent of ink unfolds and coffee steam rises above the page. The lavender and ink mix in the air. The quietest conversation starts tonight. At the end of one more tired day, I breathe before I set the pen down. One last word, a letter at the end of a tired day. There were days when I was far from fine, days my face was aching from the smile, nights I wanted to cry but held it in. A letter at the end of a tired day. And still I walked this far, so here I am. Inside the drawer, unsent letters pile high, layers of feelings never mailed away. But this one is completely different, because sending it was never the intent. The writing is the destination here, while ink is running freely on the grain. My heart runs with it, keeping pace in stride, and where it stops is where I have arrived. It doesn't need to be a flawless line, because the only reader here page for me. Someday when I open up this page once more, the me of now will say to future me, you see, you made it through that night, and so this time you'll be okay as well. That is the real purpose of this letter, a small word of courage for the me ahead. When the ink dries, the feelings set like stone, becoming one unshakable single page. A letter at the end of a tired day. Today was spent with good music by my side. A desk lamp and a single cup of warmth are quite enough to carry through this night. A letter at the end of a tired day. And you've done so well today. You've done so well folding the letter. I pulled a fresh page out and started writing new. I meant to open with a brighter word this time, but when I wrote, I'm fine, 3 letters in, the fountain pen just stopped all on its own. A tiny dot of ink bloomed where it paused and looked exactly like a period. After I'm fine, a period always comes, but really it should be a comma there. It's easy writing down the words I'm fine, but hard to ask if that's the honest truth. I wrote I'm fine, then stopped because it was a lie. Upon this page, a lie refuses to survive. 100 times my mouth could say the words, but ink cannot deceive what I'm inside. I wrote I'm fine, then stopped because it was a lie. So let me cross it out and start again. A fountain pen won't let an eraser in, so I drew a line across those 3 small words. Above the crossed out, find a brand new sentence began to form upon the paper grain. Today I wasn't really fine at all, and yet somehow I'm still okay. 2 lines that contradict, placed side by side, and strangely, those were the most honest words. Once you say you're not okay out loud, that's when you actually begin to be. I wrote I'm fine, then stopped, and on the second try, I wrote I wasn't fine instead. And then the pen began to move once more, as if the honesty had warmed the ink. I wrote I'm fine, then stopped, and on the second try, the truth is what continued the letter on. I wasn't fine. The crossed out are beautiful somehow. Each edit is a proof of being real. A letter patched with corrections and with marks is warmer than a perfect one could be. I wrote I'm fine, then stopped, and that's where it began. The pause is what invited the next line. From the crossing out, a newer heart grows through. Above the stain, the real me reappears. I wrote I'm fine, then stopped, and that's where it began. Now I think the tears might come. Tears on the ink. Without a warning, tears came falling down. They traced my cheek and gathered at my chin, then dropped in silence on the letter page and bloomed a tiny flower on the ink. I tried to wipe them with the back of hand, but only made the spreading worse instead. The writing blurred like watercolor paint. It's fading, but it's strangely beautiful. I wasn't trying to hold anything back. It simply came out on its own. Tears blurring the ink, the words dissolve away. But that stain is the most honest sentence here. The things a fountain pen could never form are being written by the tears instead. Tears blurring the ink, the words dissolve away. The line you can't read is the truest line of all. I left it there for quite a while and watched the tears absorb into the grain. The patterns where the ink had spread and bloomed looked just like constellations in the sky. I felt a little lighter after crying. The heaviness began to slowly rise. The lavender disguised the scent of tears. The coffee steam came warm against my eyes. That nights exist where tears are welcome here. This room has told me without any words. Tears blurring the ink, the letters stained with salt. But every stain is tonight's scenery. The way the ground goes soft after the rain, a heart grows tender once the crying's done. Tears blurring the ink, the letters stained with salt. This letter is already perfect as it is. The stain is part of the letter. I can't write new words over the tear-stained spot, but leaving that space blank is writing too. A rest is still, a note upon the score. This letter has a crying mark inside. Tears blurring the tears have washed the ink and cleared the page. A newer feeling rises in its place. Tears blurring the ink, erasing several lines. And still I want to write again. Writing once more. I waited for the tear stains to dry out, the paper surface wrinkled just a bit. But even so, upon this weathered page, I wanted to keep writing to the end. I almost capped the pen to walk away, then opened it because more words remained beside the blurred out ink. Blank lines still wait, and room enough to fit my voice inside. To write is to refuse to quit, a promise made to carry through this night. Still I wanted to write, and I won't be stopping now. A stained letter beats a perfect one, because a living heart is pressed into the grain. This single page holds all of who I am today. Still I wanted to write, and I won't be stopping now. As long as I'm writing, I am not alone. The dawn is creeping closer now. The sky outside has lightened just a shade. The street lamps still shine brighter for the moment, but soon the morning light will win. This letter too is nearing its close. The final line is just ahead of me. I wondered how to wrap the ending up, then chose to let my heart decide the words. There is no such thing as a perfect closing line. As long as it's sincere, it's more than fine. Still I wanted to write, and I'll see it to the end. The crooked handwriting, the smudges and the stains, the lines erased by tears now left as blanks. Are everyone a part of this letter's soul? Still I wanted to write, and I'll see it to the end. When it's done, let me look out the window once. Writing to the end. Setting down the pen is not surrender. It means I'm done. Today's words, and right here I wipe the nib and close the cap in place. And with that click, tonight's letter is complete. Still I wanted to write, and so I finished it. The stains, corrections, tears, and honesty are all alive within this single page. No other letter could be more like me. Still I wanted to write, and so I finished it. Now I lift my head and see the streetlight glow. Outside, the streetlight is glowing still. streetlight outside caught my eye at last. It must have been there shining all along, but only now I notice it is there. The yellow glow reflects on the wet road. A tree casts its long shadow down the lane. I wonder who is walking under it right now. Someone heading home, the same as me, perhaps. While I was writing, the world kept turning on. The streetlight stood in silence all this time. The streetlight came on outside, it probably was there before. While I was crying, writing, crossing out, that light just stood unchanging where it was, quietly shining on somebody's night. The streetlight came on outside, and looking close, it's warm. I wanna be a light like that someday. I take a sip of coffee, watching through the glass. The steam draws a small circle on the pane. I trace a heart with my fingertip on top. No one is watching, so there's no need to be shy. I fold the letter, tuck it in the desk. Today's heart is safely kept inside. The tiny sound of closing the drawer sounds just like a quiet voice that says goodnight. The night is deep, but I don't feel afraid. The streetlight and the lavender are here. The streetlight came on outside, its glow becomes a comfort. This night that felt so lonely at the start was never quite as lonely as I thought. The streetlight and the stars and moon were here. The streetlight came on outside, its glow becomes a comfort. And this room is filled with something warm. Streetlight glow. When morning comes, will I reread this letter, or leave it sleeping in the drawer untouched? Either way, it doesn't really matter. The act of writing was already quite enough. The streetlight came on outside, the night is holding me. This quiet hour after the letter's done has been the most authentically me today. Between the desk lamp and the streetlight's golden glow, the streetlight came on outside, the night is holding me. Now it's time to lean into the lavender. Lavender spreading. Lavender. inside, the vase is working quietly. Its fragrance fills the room one breath at a time. I was so lost in writing that I missed it, but now it lands so softly on my nose. One purple petal loosened from the stem and settled down upon the letter page, as if the flower placed a final mark. No period could ever be this fair. The fragrance spreads without a single sound. Perhaps that's why it reaches deeper in. A night filled with lavender, the room turns violet, a color I can't see but only feel. With every breath it tints me just a shade. This scent tonight is like a blanket wrapping me. A night filled with lavender, the room turns violet, a time to hold a tired heart in fragrance. The desk lamp light illuminates the stem. Its shadow dances thin along the wall. Each time a draft slips in between the glass, the flower nods so faintly yes and yes. This single stem transforms the entire room. A barren study turns into a field. The quiet after writing is a gift, the most luxurious moment of my day. When coffee scent and lavender combine, they make the warmest air the world has known. A night filled with lavender, I close my eyes, it's meadow. I can't tell if this is still my desk or somewhere else, a field of purple haze. The borders melt inside the fragrant air. A night filled with lavender, I close my eyes, it's meadow. Inside this scent, I'll get ready for tomorrow. A violet night. The flower language of lavender is silence, being there without a word at all. I wish that I could be like this small bloom, a quiet presence standing by someone. A night filled with lavender, the letters drying now. When flower scent lies gently over ink, perhaps today's pain will become fragrance tomorrow. That's what I choose to believe tonight. A night filled with lavender, the letters drying now. Now let me fold the letter up. Folding the letter inside the lavender. reading this letter now. I hope you're doing better than tonight's me. Will you remember that I cried these words? Or will you already be smiling by then? The ink stains might embarrass you a bit. Why was I like that? You may quietly think, but that was the honest truth of that moment. So please don't erase it, just turn the page. I hope this letter sent to future me can cross the distance time has placed between. By the time you read this, will the season have changed? Will sunlight pour in where streetlights used to glow? The tear stains on this letter dry and dry again, until only a faint lavender scent remains. By the time you read this, will things be better now? I really truly hope they will. Open the drawer and this letter will appear between the creased corners and the blurring ink. The me of that night is alive and breathing, still saying it was hard, but I held on through. If you open this on another difficult day, then tonight's me is hugging that future you. The times are different, but the heart's the same. This single page, a bridge that crosses time. A letter, even when it's never sent, still finds a way to arrive somehow. By the time you read this, I hope that you are smiling. Inside that smile, tonight's tears will be mixed in. But that's not a bad thing, you should know. The nights you cried are what make laughter deep. By the time you read this, I hope that you are smiling. I hope this letter gave one small piece of courage. By the time you'll be okay, the paper will have yellowed with the years. The ink will fade a little at the edge, but what was felt will never lose its color. In fact, it only sharpens over time. By the time you read this, tonight becomes a memory. A hard day, once it passes, turns to story. And stories have the power to console. I hope this letter is where that story starts. By the time you read this, tonight becomes a memory. Now, let me tuck one small courage in. One small courage. It doesn't have to be a grand courage. Just opening my eyes to the alarm is more than enough for any day. Each morning is a chain of tiny braves. The act of writing that was courage too, and stopping tears that took its share of brave. Admitting I'm not fine too, and making it through this night is brave as well. Courage is not a roaring sound, it's closer to one extra breath drawn in. One small courage, I'll keep it in my pocket so I can reach for it when morning comes. It only needs to fit inside my palm, not heavy, just enough to keep me warm. One small courage, I'll keep it in my pocket. If this letter could become that courage, then I don't need to be a hero every day, someone who commutes and comes back home each night. The world never seems to point out just how brave a thing that simple living is. At the bottom of the letter in small script I wrote, tomorrow I can make it through. The single line could be a talisman, folded up and tucked inside my wallet tight. I don't need to show it to a soul, it's my own spell that only I recite. One small courage folded in the letter. A common phrase becomes uncommon when it's mine. Another's words may struggle to console, but words I give myself carry a different weight. One small courage folded in the letter. This single page becomes the armor that I wear. One small courage. Courage never disappears with use. The more you spend, the bigger it becomes. The handful that was born tonight and here will double up to 2 handfuls by dawn. One small courage is what this night has given me. The way I'm different after writing down my heart. I may have cried, but I also chose to write, and that alone has changed me just a bit. One small courage is what this night has given me. Now it's time to fold the letter up. Folding it slowly. The folded letter rests upon the desk, a cream tone square with 4 neat folds inside. It holds the whole of me from tonight. The tears, the truth, the courage, every part. I smooth my palm across its surface slow. The grain of paper travels through my skin. The tiny bumps where drying ink has cured are like a fingerprint. This letter's own. A finished letter weighs so very light. The heart has moved on to the paper now. On the folded letter, the lamplight settles down. A square of cream beneath a pool of amber glow. Inside this small rectangle lives one night. Whoever opens it relives today. On the folded letter, the lamplight settles down. Now where should I keep this? Inside the drawer, or on the windowsill, or maybe tucked beneath my pillow's edge. Wherever it goes, this letter stays alive, breathing softly every single night. The lavender has soaked into the grain. A coffee ring stains lightly at the edge. The tear marks dot the surface like a chart. One letter, one of a kind in all the world. Imperfect is what makes it flawless. My own night, my own record kept. On the folded letter, the lavender remains. If I follow that scent, I'll return to tonight. A night that was hard, but I endured. A night I cried, but chose to write again. On the folded letter, the lavender remains. I'll place it by the window where it's safe. Setting it by the window. A letter unsent still carries weight. The writer is the very first to read. To fold it up is its own kind of farewell. Sending today off into tomorrow's hands. On the folded letter, when the moonlight lands, the cream-toned paper glows a silver white. The smallest treasure born from this one night by the window. Tomorrow's sun will read it first. On the folded letter, when the moonlight lands. Now I'll set it on the sill. On the sill by the window. La la la. I set the letter on the windowsill, right where the moonlight overlaps the street lamp glow. This spot will be the letter's resting place. The moon by night, the sun by morning reads. Beyond the glass, the world is falling asleep. Only street lamps stand and keep their light. someone under that same glow, writing to connect it without knowing that we are. To let it rest is its own form of love, not clinging tight, just leaving it right there. I'll leave it by the window, this letter born tonight. The breeze might lift its corner now and then, but still I like it here the most, because this is where morning first arrives. I'll leave it by the window, this letter born tonight. Tomorrow morning, let us meet again. I reached a switch, the desk lamp often paused to look at the letter one more time. Between the folds, the lavender scent escapes, and like a lullaby, it closes my eyes. The day is truly coming to its end. I slide the guitar back into its case. What kind of day will tomorrow bring my way? I don't know, but this letter says I'll be fine. The letter by the window will keep watch for me, a guardian awake while I'm asleep. I'll leave it by the window until the night is through, as moonlight slowly crosses over the page. It looks like a silver river on the ink. This entire room has become a letter tonight. I'll leave it by the window until the night is through. Now I'll put my earphones in and play a song. Left it by the window. Tomorrow morning, when my eyes first open, this letter will be the first thing that I see. I wonder how the night sink looks in daylight. A little shy, perhaps, but that's okay. I'll leave it by the window, my night, my heart right here. This windowsill becomes the letter's mailbox, a letter edges off today. The music was beside me while I wrote. It played on even when the tears came down. But sounds exist which comfort without words is something I am grateful for tonight. Without the music, how would I have survived this night? One little speaker was the biggest comfort here. Tomorrow with good music again, I'll start the day. Instead of an alarm, a finger-pricked guitar can wake me up inside my earphones on the morning ride. A tiny world, and that's how I'll cross another day. Tomorrow with good music again, I'll start the day. With music here, tomorrow will be fun. On heavy days, a slow ballad consoles. On brighter ones, an upbeat strum joins in. On rainy days, the rain and guitar merge. On sunny ones, the calendaur shines like light. Music is the wallpaper of my day, a soundtrack fitting every single scene. This letter would not exist without the songs. The guitar is what guided my hand to write. Are you listening to music right now too? I hope this melody can reach you too. Tomorrow with good music again, please spend the night. Whether writing letters or just lying still, with one pair of earphones, you are not alone, because music is the quietest of friends. Tomorrow with good music again, please spend the night. Today too was spent with good music by my side. With good music always. My eyes are slowly drifting close. The guitar in my ears becomes a lullaby. Tonight's very last note settles softly on the pillow beside me. Tomorrow with good music again, you did so well today. Whoever is listening to this song right now, and I who wrote this letter in the dark, we're both doing more than well enough. Tomorrow with good letter's done, but one more word remains before I close the envelope. I'll write in tiny letters starting with P.S. This part matters more than all the rest. I hold the pen so lightly now and write. No need to rush, the night is deep enough. The kindness sounds like it's drifting from afar. Let that sound become this postscript's melody. A postscript is the place for words unsaid, the honest heart that hides at the letter's end. P.S. You're going to be okay. A person shining, not despite, but because of flaws. A person who gets up each time they fall. A person who can write a letter through their tears. P.S. You're going to be okay. This single line is tonight's final gift to everyone who reads this letter here. Everyone who hears this song, whether it's the dawn, the ride home, or a cafe, wherever you are right now, you're going to be fine. If you fell short of someone's expectation, please don't be so hard upon yourself. The simple fact that you survived today is already more than brave enough. It's okay to take one deeper breath. The world will wait for you to breathe. P.S. You're going to be okay. A person who plays music when the day is done. A person who knows how to seek a little warmth. That alone already makes you someone kind. P.S. You're going to be okay. Please remember this when morning comes. It's okay, truly. I fold the letter, close my eyes, and tonight comes softly to its end. The letter by the window under moonlight will guard the night in place of me. Tomorrow morning when I wake, this letter and I will still be here, a little more okay than yesterday, breathing just a little warmer now. P.S. You're going to be okay. Today was spent with good music by your side. Tomorrow too, good music will be there. I hope this letter held you through the night. P.S. You're going to be okay. Sleep well and dream a gentle dream. La 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 la, you'll be be okay. Sleep